It's upstairs. I can go get it if you want to wait. No.
They couldn't see a good flag.
Thank you.
Lance, long time coming for this program, for a lot of guys in your locker room, guys that have been through it. Just your first reaction to getting that 6th win and knowing, not hoping anymore, but knowing that this team's bowl eligible.
Yeah. As I told them, I'm really proud of them and happy for them. You know, especially when you look at the guys that have been around a long time and everything that they've kind of gone through. They persevered, they stayed with this program. You know, and then holistically for this group. And as I told them, you know, we're pretty demanding and things, and there's a big reason why we are is for moments like this. And to see them play well and you know, I thought we played physical today and did some things that challenged us. You know, I think first play of the game, Devin broke a big one or something, and it was like a first down. Remember, last year we get a first down first half. And I think that's kind of a sign of really how far this football team's come. And that's what I'm really proud of them and to, you know, you could say, yeah, I mean, I know they're banged up. That's but I'm not gonna let that take away from you know, the performances of some guys and the way Jason played as well.
Do you think that was your most complete game, both sides, all 3 phases, since you've been here?
You know, I haven't had time to really think about that. So you must. So I'm gonna probably lean that way when I stop for a minute and think. I haven't looked at everything statistically. You know, they still had 75 plays for 400 yards. I mean, but I didn't know we held them under 18 points again at home, which, you know, college football's pretty difficult holding people under 21. So a lot of things. I thought you know, to see Kobe Bryant get an interception right away after being down, and Mello getting his, and of course Rich at the end, the 4th and 1 play. I mean, really we kind of looked at some opportunities. You know, we made some big stops today in some key moments, and again, the performance of Devin Neal I thought was just outstanding. We had kind of talked about that we were going to need him. He was going to have one of those games, and he answered that.
How much of that was the bye week, giving him that chance to and not just him, but everybody, just that chance to regroup, refresh, get ready, and then go out there and do something like this?
I think that was part of it. I think they were anxious. I mean, when we practiced last Sunday night, there was good energy and, you know, the opportunity to kind of flush it and go, and you know, and playing a ranked football team and stuff like that, the motivation, all the things, the opportunity that was there, and really the trust and belief that they had in one another, I think, is what I also really proud of, because it's easy to get, you know, especially some of the things this program's been through, to get dejected and, you know, here we go or something. And I think that off week, you know, sometimes, you know, they come at the right time. But there's times when you haven't played that you worry about, you know, starting slow, and then we talked about those things. But I know I'm kind of rambling here for you. I hope I'll get everybody what they need. You know, what do we have, a 7-8 minute drive, start second half? That might have been the longest drive we've had since we've been here. And, you know, to come out the second half as well was another good sign for us in the way we played.
Devin Neal is the first Jayhawk ever to have 200 rushing yards and 100 receiving yards. What's your kind of reaction to that statistical performance and just the way you played overall?
Yeah, I just heard that in the other room when I was doing the radio, so wasn't aware of that. I don't know who tweeted out college football history or something. I don't know if you guys, but on the way here, they had Tony Sands' 58 carries or whatever, and I was sitting on the bus and I saw it, and I sent it to Devin. Kind of like, you know, this might be one of those days, and I don't know if we're going to carry a guy 58 times, but it was, you know, he knew that he was going to be counted on in a lot of ways today. And, you know, I think it's kind of ironic and special and all the other words that I'm not probably finding, that the hometown guy from Lawrence puts us into bowl eligibility.
I don't mean to be hyperbolic, but
What's that mean?
Over-exaggerating.
Okay, so thanks.
You've been around college football for a long time. Is that the best individual performance from a player that you've coached?
Oh, it's, I try not to ever get in the comparison game because, I'm gonna leave somebody out, so. But I know it's right up there.
Lance, sticking with Devin, you know, he committed before you were here. He stuck with you when you got here, and you said a lot about him. But how special was it for you to see him be a part of this moment, knowing he could have, you know, chosen to go elsewhere?
Yeah, because it's special because Devin Neal committed to the University of Kansas, and you don't always see that as much anymore, you know? And I understand why, but Devin committed to the University of Kansas to be a Jayhawk, not necessarily who the coach was, so it doesn't, and I'm cool with that. So, because you need people that are determined to help get programs turned around, and Devin Neal is definitely one of those.
And you mentioned telling him before the game that this could be a day where he's relied on a lot. Over the tough moments, like you mentioned in the recent history, just in your time here, did you ever have to talk to him and say, hey, stick with it, or was he pretty upbeat about the whole thing?
No, I mean, I don't think he's any different than guys that have been dejected at times and seen it, but, you know, he's been a leader in so many different ways since he's arrived, and his work habits and practice habits and what he does. I don't think he's wavered. I mean, there's sometimes he, you know, it's a little steeper and longer than you want it to be, but, you know, but I think he's done a nice job at that.
And then also, lastly, Kobe comes back from injury, makes an interception. How do you feel about not only him coming back, but being able to contribute how he did?
I was so happy for him, proud of him, because, you know, that, you know, what appeared to be a pretty bad injury. The thing I'm most proud of Kobe is how much he was, the work he put in to get healthy, his determination to be on the field and want to be on the field and be connected. And I saw some sides of Kobe I didn't really know for sure of like where it was at. And I don't mean it in totally negative, but there was an extra drive about how important this is to him. And to be out there, he wanted to make sure he traveled to Baylor. Crowd noise for the press conference, kind of cool. But so that was neat, and to see him and Melo both making plays early, I thought that was great. You know, those are two guys that really work hard. You know, Melo's a pretty laid back guy, and to see him do that was neat too.
What did you think of the 73-yard run by Bean? It seemed remarkable.
Yeah, it was. You know, the tough thing is that's one of those that you feel bad you're at ground level, because I don't know if I'll get a chance to enjoy it until I watch hopefully some highlights tonight. But when he kind of got on the far sideline, it was kind of like, you know, we all know how fast he is. It was like we're waiting for one of those moments where we could really like let him showcase that speed again, and it was one heck of a play, that's for sure.
What did you think, the excitement of the students? They've just jumped the goalpost into the lake.
I think it's awesome. You know, it's again, you know, we know we have a special fan base here, one that's been, again, like I said before, been through a lot, gone through some things. So to see the students in that take that opportunity, you know, yeah, it's pretty.